Assalamualaikum and a very good morning everyone. My name is Shahira Atika binti Shafami and I am from BAE 60. Today, I'll be doing a reflective video on one of my elective subjects, which is environmental law. Before learning this subject, I don't really know that environmental law exists, honestly. I just know some rules like do not litter, do not pluck flowers. It seems like many of Malaysians didn't know that environmental law actually exists. Because we can see that people are still littering the environment, like river, beach, and even their housing area. Shockingly, our government, including the local government, did a good job in making sure Malaysia is in the right track to make Malaysia as one of the cleanest country in the whole wide world, according to Astro Awani. Before I learned this subject, I didn't really see on what and who is responsible in keeping and guarding the environment. But after I learned about this subject, I get to know some treaties and conventions that are involved, such as Ramsar. They did a great job in keeping and applying all the environmental law in the world. Did you know that 26,000 meters of Tasik Bura was announced as one of Ramsar's site in Malaysia? Yes, I just found out about it too after I learned environmental law. Next benefit that I got after learning environmental law is I got to know what wetland is. I never know that Malaysia actually have one and was located in the Kil. I was so excited and thrilled when Madam Iridi tell us that we got to visit the wetland as one of our assignment tasks. However, due to pandemic COVID-19, we have to cancel it. But at least I got to learn what wetland is, right? Third is I got to learn the most interesting case that I have ever learned, which is Dr. Ruth and the Flying Fox case. I think what she did by defending the dying flying fox is a noble act. Next, I think after learning environmental law, I am more aware of many issues arise regarding the environment, like marine pollution, acid rain, and greenhouse. These issues have been at an alarming rate that may harm the humans anytime soon. We need to start increase the effort to save the earth, like plant more trees and stop forest burning. I personally think that many parties should realize about this and the consequences that they will face in the future. As the conclusion, I think environmental law gave me a good and interesting knowledge that no one could ever give. And I think that many people should learn about environmental law so that they realize the importance of preserving the sea, forest, and environment around us. Because the world is getting sicker and getting old, everyone needs to team up and cooperate to fight against environmental issues like global warming, greenhouse, acid rain, and marine pollution. That's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Nadia Nadira binti Hamidi. Today I am going to give my personal reflection on environmental law. Before this, I thought that environmental law only study about a non-profit organization, NGO such as the Worldwide Fund for Nature WWF, but it is actually broader and deeper about environmental law than I thought. I have the spirit of saving nature. That is why I choose to study environmental law. I wanted to know how much I can play my role in saving our environment. Now I know that what is environmental law. I study how important the environment to us. It gives me the awareness to protect the nature. I learned that we should only bath in 3 minutes because we must use only 3 liters of water when we shower. We should not waste the usage of water, electricity, and other unrenewable resources. It is very beneficial to me because now I am changing my lifestyle to a better one. I told my family how important for us to make changes as simple as using our own food container, metal or bamboo straws, and bottle tumbler instead of using polystyrene, plastic bag, and straws when we buy food from the outside shop. I now support more shops that have efforts in putting their initiative to save our environment. If we can't help, don't make it worse. I am happy there are sources that using the zero waste concept in Malaysia. Now, regarding our syllabus on what I learned in environmental law is that there are 7 types of environmental law. It is customary law, religion and the environment, English law, and poverty rights, judgment law, statute law, delegated legislation, and international law. Next, there are so many environmental law issues that Dr. Irini has highlighted to us for our references, such as the Flying Fox case. We observe how Dr. Carol Booth win the case and save the Flying Fox. For me, it is a very interesting case. Before this, I never studied law, even when I am at diploma level, because before this, I am from Faculty of Mathematics and Computer Science. So when I at the degree level in semester 1, I did take business law last time, but it does not touch on the legal action as what I learn now, such as law of torts, negligence, damage, breach duty, and trespass to land. It is clearer now when I know whether the person does have the right to take legal action or not, especially when it comes to environmental issues cases. The assignment of chapter review gave me more understanding of the wetlands in Malaysia. Before this, when people say wetlands, I imagine a water park like Sunway Lagoon. I have zero knowledge on what is wetland in Malaysia. Then our assignment on environmental issue give me knowledge of marine pollution. We discuss what is the causes, effects, and solution to those issues. It is very interesting issue as there are few new cases that are related to marine pollution nowadays. Skills that acquired from this project are good teamwork, communication skills, time management, and leadership. In this project, it is required for us to always communicate with each other, since the 3 of us staying far from each other because of the Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan (PKP), we always do our work in a group so that there is no miscommunication among us. We wanted to ensure that our work is synchronized to make our report satisfying. Time management is important as each one of us does have a lot of commitments. We must decide when is the best time to discuss with all the group members. And when we are at home, there are many obstacles such as our duties as a daughter to clean the house. So we need to manage our time well so that we have time to complete our assignments. I personally gain leadership skills because I am the one who compiles the report. I guide everyone on how to write the report and what must be written in the report. I gain a lot of skills and experience from this project. At the same time, I have the overall understanding and I now use my knowledge of environmental law in the real situation. Those skills are important for me in the future as a student and as an employee. I will be using those skills in my group assignment, even for my individual assignment. Time management is crucial in order to make the work done before its due date. I have never been assigned to do a chapter review and environmental issue for my assignment. I found that this is a very interactive way of understanding the subject well. I can relate well to a real life situation, especially if I work with the environment in the future. I think that the online distance learning (ODL) is really challenging. However, Dr. Irini succeeded in giving lectures to us by Telegram and video meeting in the WebEx platform. She explains very well in each of every cases that is related to our syllabus. She is easy to approach whenever we have anything to ask. She is ready to help us with our question regarding the law. She provides books that are very useful. She also gave us PowerPoint notes for our reference. Dr. Irini's book and her notes really help us to gain more information and understanding the wetlands in Malaysia, marine pollution and environmental law. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nushara Waida binti Ahmad Effendi, and for this semester I take environmental law for my elective subject, and I am from BAE 6D. Okay, my lecturer is Dr. Irini Ibrahim, and I think she's a good lecturer and very humble lecturer. Okay, for this subject, I think this subject is a good subject for me, as I know lots of information and knowledge about this subject. There's also lots of provisions and law that stated in the environmental law. As we know that there are lots of pollutions that occur in our country, such as air pollutions, water pollutions, and many more. These pollutions give a bad effect for us, such as acid rain and haze. Do you know that acid rain is happen because of the chemical reactions, which is that begins when compound like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide are released into the air. The substance can rise very high in the atmosphere, and they mix and react with water, oxygen and other chemicals to form more acidic pollutions. So as for me, I gained lots of knowledge about the common law actions such as negligence, nuisance, trespass, and also the remedies. There are lots of cases that stated in this common law action, and it's a good example for me when I learn about this subject. In this subject also, my lecturer gave a good example, such as the cases of flying fox that happen in Australia, where these cases involve action to stop killing 1,000 of spectacles flying fox on a lychee farm in North Queensland using a large electric grid. So this is a good example for the environmental law issues, and I think that this subject shows a lot of knowledge, and honestly for me, I think it's a good subject for me to learn in this semester. And my lecturer also give lots of example, and she is being intend to help her student, so we can understand this subject easily. I think this subject is good, and I'm happy to learn this subject for this semester. So that's all for me. Thank you.